rolling up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky and the thumb. Down to the wrist. Up to the knuckles and across. And leave the ball in the palms of the hands. Interlace the fingers and squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. And squeeze. And let's go around the back. Switch. 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 Hinge at the waist, go through the legs. Switch. 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 Put the ball on the floor, assess how the feet feel. And step on the ball right in the middle of the foot, pressing down 3 times. Go up to the knuckles, press on each. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Press just below the the ball of the foot. Press at the side of the top of the heel. And over in the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down each bone. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, release, reassess, repeat, press down 3 times. Knuckles. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Rest in the 3 spots. Roll down the bones. Scribble. Get the ball out of the way, reassess how the feet feel, and then we're going to do some good mornings. And then shake the tree. Three, 2, 1, the center, twist at the waist, swing the arms. And center with ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine, step to the side, gather starlight. Gather from the other side. Center. Step forward. And then elbow towards the opposite knee. And then slap the opposite heel in front. And behind. And then a cross step with a twist and a punch. And then walk. Or march. Or jog. So today we're doing the stack push 4 with or without something in your hand, weights or bottles or whatever, or nothing. So squats, so don't do squats now. Anything else, including what you're doing, as long as it's safe. And we'll do some rolling after class. On the go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Ten. One T. And 30, 2 breaths. Interlace the fingers. Bring the hands up, come up on your toes. If you can. And back down, bend back if you can. Back to center, lower the hands, press out of the chest. Come on down, interlace the fingers behind the back, raise the hands up. And come on back, interlace the fingers at the top of the head again and bend to one side. And then the other. Back to center, hands at your side, shrug. Roll shoulders back. And forward. Then the arms rotate. Go the other way. And one palm up, one palm down, flip flop. Bring one arm across, press in. And then the other. First arm behind the back, press down and in. Then the other. And form a W, squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. Release, squeeze. Release and squeeze. Release, grab both elbows, rock side to side. Bring the elbows behind the head and rock them back and forth. And bring the arms down, rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulders. Come to center, bring one arm over the top, cup the ear, chin up, eyes looking up out of the corner. towards the ceiling, tug gently. Then bring your chin to your collarbone and look out of the other corner towards the floor. And come back to center, repeat the other way. Looking up first. And then down. Come back to center, tuck in the chin and pack like a pigeon. And then grab a stick. We'll put it inside the arch of one foot. Other foot comes out, bend that knee, slide down the stick, stretch inner thigh. Repeat the other way. And come on up, bring one leg forward, put the stick behind it. Lift the sole of the foot, slide down the stick. Wiggle the sole. And come back up and press the sole of the foot against the stick. Repeat both stretches with the other leg, starting with the hamstring. And then the calf. And come back to center. We're gonna do the toning bar routine. Stick is parallel to the spine of the back, one hand on top, one in the middle, up and down, parallel to the spine. And then switch the positions of the hands and repeat. And then bring the stick up overhead and go side to side. Bring the stick to the shoulders, palms facing in, 10 bicep curls. Leave the stick below the waist, reverse the grip. Bend the knees, hinge at the waist, bring the stick down towards the floor and back up. And repeat that 10 times or so. Trying to keep the weight on your heel, using your glutes and hamstrings to lift. And then go back down, stay down, and lift the elbows past the rib cage about 10 times. When you're done, come on up. Stick is at the shoulders. Lift it overhead and back to the shoulders. Then drop it below the waist and lift the elbows up to shoulder height. Push out at the shoulders. And then bring the stick behind the back, palms facing away, lift behind you. Reverse the grip. Do another 10 or so. Put the stick in the crook of the elbows and twist at the waist. And then bring the stick to one side, hold on at the top or near the top and swing behind. Other hand, other side, 10 more or so. And then bring the stick to the middle, hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two at the top, step back, up on the toes for a second, back on the heels for a second. Do about 20. If you can. And come on down, put the stick down. If you're using something in your hands to do the Zach Bush exercises, grab them. And just quickly run through, we're gonna have front raises, we're gonna have squats. We're gonna have around the clock either outside or through the middle. And we're gonna have presses. We're gonna do 3 rounds of 10 each. We're gonna start with squats, but we're gonna move around in sequence and we're gonna pick up speed each round. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 10 squats. And a breath. And raises. around the clock. And presses. And then take a couple breaths. We're going to put squats in the number 2 position. We're going to start with some front raises. Pick up a little speed. In 3, 2, 1. And a breath. Squats. And we're halfway there. Round the clock, going through the middle myself. Breath. And presses. And take a few breaths. For this final round, we'll move the squats into number 3. And pick up even more speed. In 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do 5 and 5. That's this way. Breath. Squats. Breath. Last one, presses. 8, 9, and way to go. All right, take some breaths. So we're going to do Leonard Orr's natural high. If you feel at all lightheaded as usual, sit down. It's 4 rapid breaths in, and you can do it in through the nose and out through the mouth or the nose. And then a nice long deep inhale and slow exhale. 4 rounds, 20 breaths. And again, if you feel lightheaded, sit down. Here we go. And rub those hands together, cultivating chi. Want me to chi ball? And centering. 2 breaths. Open our hearts. Pause on the inhale, exhale, send it out. And center, 2 breaths. Bring down chi from above. And gather it from below. Ah. Namaste.
Namaste.
Very
Namago.
good.
Thanks.
Take care. Have a good one, Nina.
Thank you, Tom. Namaste.
Richard. All right. Bill, Mira. I'm going to do some rolling. If anybody's sticking around, I'm going to hit the floor with a ball and a roller. My ball. Roller. Let's split it up this week. We're going to do a little on the up near the shoulders and some down on the legs and hips. Ball first, Richard. We'll put it into the trapezius on one side, if we can get it there. Oh, it's moving around. All right. And gonna move around looking for a tender spot. And when we find it, hold and give it as much pressure as feels tolerable. You can come up with your arms if you need to, if it's too much. Just lean into it to the extent that you can and let that tension dissipate. And then bring it over to the rear deltoid, top of the shoulder, and the back. And same thing, find tender spot, lean into it. Might want to come over a little bit on your side. Good. And then we'll go to the trapezius on the other side. Oh, hit it right away. There we go. Breathe deep into it. And then the rear deltoid on that side. Good. 3, 2, 1. All right. Put the ball aside, grab the roller, put it underneath the pelvis. I'm gonna cross one leg over the other right below the knee. Did this one last week. And we're gonna bring that knee up and towards the chest and hold. You might want to pull in on it if you can. And then back down. Bring it back up. And down. And bring it back up. And down. And then reverse the position of the legs. Bring it up. And down. And up. And down. And one more time up. And down. Then go back to the original configuration. Bring it up and lean towards the side of the leg that is not crossed over. And then bring your legs back. And then bring your legs to that side again. And back. And one more time. And back. And then reverse the position of the legs. And lean your legs the other way. And back. Again. And back. And one last time. And back. And finally, let's move the roller to the middle of the rib cage. And either with your hands across your chest or behind you, roll from the middle of the rib cage to the bottom of the rib cage, not below, back to the middle, back and forth. And then from the middle of the rib cage to above the shoulders, below the neck, back to the middle. And 3, 2, last one. And that's it. All good? Okey doke. See you tomorrow.